I wanted to talk to somebody who's actually succeeded with the GLP-1. You've heard of Wegovy and Ozempic. Find out what that experience was like and if it's really as productive as they say. So please welcome BODi subscriber, Christy. What have your results been since July?
Right before starting my medication, I weighed 213, and now I am 142. So 71 pounds since starting the medication. This journey hasn't been easy. There has been side effects, but I also am glad that I still am working out because there is that risk of losing your muscle mass with being a mom of four, a working mom, kid with autism, and taking care of my dad. I need something easy and simple. And with BODi, I can get up and then I'm able to stream those workouts. I feel good.
Welcome to the BODi Experience. I'm BODi CEO Carl Deichler, and I want this episode to be valuable to anybody who's considering a GLP-1 weight loss pharmaceutical to aid their weight loss. Because I read in obesity that there's a correlation between weight loss and possible muscle loss, that 45% of the weight lost on a GLP-1, or what they call a semaglutide, you've heard of Wegovy and Ozempic, but 45% of the weight loss can come from lean mass, not just fat. That means you can also be burning muscle, connective tissue. You can even have bone loss. So without exercise, you're shrinking the body and the engine that burns calories and the engine that actually contributes to your overall well-being. So unless you're combining it with exercise, it's not sustainable. So I wanted to talk to somebody who's actually succeeded with the GLP-1, find out what that experience was like, and if it's really as productive as they say. So please welcome from Minnesota, a BODi subscriber, Kristi. Welcome to the BODi Experience.
Hi.
So let's get into it. Can you give me the background of what led you to decide to use a GLP-1, which one you used, and just what was the state of things when you made that choice?
So I decided last summer, so around June, July, that I needed some help. After having my last kid, James, I stopped breastfeeding in 23 August, and I kept on gaining weight, even with working out, watching what I'm eating. So I decided I needed to do something to help the weight loss. I do have a family history of diabetes, so I just needed something to help me kickstart. Is kind of why I decided to start a medication with that family history. I would say this journey hasn't been easy. There has been side effects, but I am glad that I have done that. But I also am glad that I still am working out because I don't think the weight loss that I have had would have helped. Like, I'm glad that I was able to do it with the working out because it has helped with that.
No, I totally get it. And I think many people don't even know that the evolution of these drugs was really in an answer to the growing prevalence of pre-diabetic and type 2 diabetes sort of, growing unchecked. But it's clear, and I totally appreciate what you're saying, research by Dr. Robert Wolfe in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that skeletal muscle is the body's biggest method or way for burning glucose and fat. So if you're losing muscle on these drugs and not strength training, you're actually slowing down your metabolism. And that's the setup for a rebound for weight gain if you stop GLP-1. Now, how long have you been on it? What have you combined it with from a fitness perspective, and what have your results been?
So I started it at the beginning of July last year, so 24. I have been pairing it with BODi workouts. So I have done a variety of BODi workouts. I have done a lot of autumn workouts. I've done 80-day obsession. I have done 20-day or 21-day fix. Job 1, muscle, bar, and fat, Joel's workouts. So I typically, with my job, I work from home and I am not moving or getting my steps in. So I do tend to do like at least an hour workout total. So usually it's a 30-minute and 30-minute. But usually it's like a cardio and then like a strength training for the muscles is what I typically will do.
What have your results been since July?
So last year, right before starting my medication, I weighed 213 and now I am 142. So 71 pounds since starting the medication.
Congratulations. So what's interesting about that is, didn't you tell me that you lost 70 pounds with just the programs alone back in 2011? How long
Yes,
did that take you?
about a year is when I lost that 70 pounds.
So people might wonder, hey, if she lost 70 pounds without the semaglutide back in 2011 and you lost 71 pounds, like, why bother? What was your situation specifically in your family background that led you to want to elect to go with the pharmaceutical this time?
Yeah, it was mainly the family history is what cued me. I have four kids, and I'm like, I was really scared about getting diabetes. So my mom has type 2, and then my one sister, she had type 1. And she got diagnosed when she was 35. So it was just that family history. I actually have cousins that have diabetes, or a cousin that has diabetes. I have an aunt. So it's a big family history on my mom's side. So I was just really scared of getting it. Plus, I had gestational diabetes with my last 2 kiddos. So that gives me a higher risk of getting diabetes already. So I really needed something to help me. And I tried for almost a year before, after stopping breastfeeding with my youngest, and I just kept on gaining weight and gaining. So I'm like, I just need to do something. And I was still working out. I was maybe could have ate a little bit better. But this medication has helped a lot with the white noise. And has helped with that nutrition aspect too. So I'm not like craving. I work from home. So like the snacking, like candy, I don't have that craving anymore. So
Mm, got it. And do you need to stay on the medication now for the rest of your life? How's that work?
I don't think so. I do have an upcoming appointment where we'll probably discuss that, but sooner or later, my medication's not going to be covered under insurance, and I'm not going to be able to afford it. So I'll sooner or later will need to go off it, and with doing the workouts, that will help. So I'm glad that I have been working out because there is that risk of losing your muscle mass. Well, I've been working out, so hopefully that will help. And I plan on continuing working out because I feel my best when I'm working out. I feel really off when I don't get my workout, or even if I sleep in a little and have to do it in the afternoon with my kiddos. But I do love getting my workouts in and staying active that way.
So that's a really important thing because, honestly, I guess the ironic thing of my job is, like, I can't say I love getting my workouts in. Like, I'm like, oh, I got to wake up and do this. How do you do that? How do you love it? I want to know.
I just do. I feel good. It wakes me up in the morning. Um, either I'm, doing my job or I'm taking care of my dad. So it just kind of starts my day, and that's my routine now is get up. I do get up pretty early. Try to get up by 5:15 to get my workout in. Because my second, he has to go to an autism center. So and he has to get up early to get to the center. And I just have that routine to make sure I get up and get that workout in. And it sets my day out how it should be. So,
Well, look, you're doing the right thing, regardless of what happens with the GLP-1 or not, whether you continue it or not, I've read that GLP-1 will help with your appetite. That is for sure. And there can be some consequences to people and their digestion and their gut health. But so while the GLP-1 can help with your appetite and thus weight loss, only exercise helps you with aging well. That regular aerobic exercise and lifting boosts a thing called BDNF. That's a brain growth hormone that protects against dementia. And again, sure, you'll eat less, but only movement protects your brain, protects your heart and your mobility. So if you're not moving, if you're not exercising, you're not aging well. That's actually been my motivation for the last, really, I'd say 24 months that I've been consistent. But I can't say that it triggers a great feeling for me. And I'm always jealous of the people who talk about this hormonal response. They get their endorphin rush. And I don't know if I've ever had it or if I had an endorphinectomy. I don't know, but I've never felt it, that it was like, oh, I want to get that again. All I want to do is get done the workout so I can get back onto regular life. But for anybody else watching that's like me, the benefits to not having to be on other pharmaceuticals for the rest of your life are very clear. Now, what time of the day do you do your workouts?
I try to do it between 5 and 5:30 in the morning. So between
good for
5,
you.
get up at 5:15, and usually I'm down in my workout room by 5:30 usually.
How do you do that in just 15 minutes? Like, you take your pre-workout or something? Like, what do you do that gets you down there that fast? Because, like, I'll try to do that, and just with everything I got to start, it's like a half hour, 45 minutes. It is hard for me to get
I
right
just
there.
get up, and actually my kid with autism, he usually can hear me, and he comes down and will sit and watch me work out. So
I think it's interesting. I don't think enough parents understand the value of letting the kids see you do that, see that repetition, see that habit. So I think it's great that you do that, to share that with your family. And I think it's super admirable. I'm jealous of your consistency, the fact that it just happens for you like that. Okay, one more question though. Well, what program are you doing right now? Two more questions then.
I'm doing 645, and then I have been doing the 21 real time is what I've been pairing it with.
Got it. How long do you have to go till that wraps up?
So I'm on 10th week right now. So it goes 13, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm on the 10th week. So
All right. Well, that's great. So, well, you've got your programs nailed down, and it's interesting. My last question is sort of a funny one for me to ask, but you obviously understand the importance of exercise clearly. And its value to your overall health, its value to your relationship with your family. And you could, at this stage, after doing our workouts since 2011, you probably have some of them memorized. And I just wonder, why BODi? Why do you stay on the BODi programs when you could go to any app, you could sort your way through free workouts on YouTube? What is it about these that are serving you well?
So the reason why I have always chose BODi is the simplicity of it. With being a mom of 4, a working mom, kid with autism, and taking care of my dad, I need something easy and simple. And with BODi, I can get up, get my workout in. I usually takes me 15 minutes once I get up to get ready. And then I'm able to stream those workouts. I also love that the trainers tell me what to do. There's many options. If I don't feel like doing one, there's other options to do. So I love the options that we have. And then I also love the price. There's other workout platforms that I have seen, and they're just more spendy. And I just feel like BODi has more options and has all those varieties that you need to work out. And it's just that easy, simple, with being so busy, with working and all that. It's just, you need that simple access and don't have to worry about planning my own workout, listening to the trainers, learn cues from the trainers. And I just love how it's so easy and simple for that.
All right. I do have another question then. So, because, I'm just so curious about what happens if they take you off the GLP-1. Do you think you'll resort to a nutrition program? How are you going to make sure that you keep the progress that you've made and that you want to navigate your nutrition the way that's best for your health?
Yeah, I'll probably, I used to do Autumn's containers. That's actually when I paired in 2011. I saw really good results with the containers, but the main thing is doing my workouts. That's the one thing that has been very, very consistent. But like I said, I work from home, so that noise of having a candy at my desk, I would do that. But I'm hoping because I've been on this medication for almost a year, like I don't crave that stuff anymore. Like a lot of things I don't crave. I'm hoping that white noise still sticks. If it doesn't, I will, for sure go back to containers or figure something out. But like I said, I'm trying to be more consistent right now with like getting my fluids in, and making sure I'm getting my protein in is like the main thing, is getting protein.
Yeah, I my personal hack is, like, if I don't want to eat it, if I don't want it to be part of my routine and my lifestyle, I don't buy it. And that doesn't mean that if you're out of the house or, you're treating yourself or treating the kids, then maybe you indulge. But if you don't have it in the house, it's very difficult to have that bowl of ice cream at 9:00 at night, which is, really the downfall of trying to manage your sugar intake late at night kind of thing, when you're probably the most likely to want to have some gratification and relax in front of the TV. So I think that's good advice. And I hope that whatever happens with the decision to move forward with the semaglutide or not, that you just continue to be such a great example for what's possible with this stuff, and that people like me got to get over it, and we got to find a way to wake up at 5:15 and get going and get on with the day. So really appreciate you spending the time with me today, sharing with the BODi Experience community what is possible, and the fact that even if you're on a GLP-1, that it's important to keep working out. So thank you so much, Christy.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. And if you're watching us and you're on a GLP-1, I hope you take Christy's advice. You need to work out. You need to maintain your muscle mass if you want to maintain your metabolism, and you don't have to do it alone. You can join the BODi Experience community, and there are thousands of people there, many of whom are also on a GLP-1. But everybody is supporting everybody to get healthy results that are convenient for you, that work for you, that fit in your timeline, but ultimately will get you the results you want step by step. So I appreciate you tuning into the BODi Experience. Hope you keep your eye out for other podcasts. And above all, I hope you stay healthy and fit and take care of yourself. Thanks for joining us today.